I'm rubber, you're glue. Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Speedball, new warrior. He might be an uncommon, but he's a powerful one, getting a buff whenever either player targets him with a spell, and then allowing you to redirect those spells, which means that you can attack Speedball with your removal and then redirect it onto your opponents or their creatures, getting a huge buff and stacking up damage for a single huge hit. In this deck, we're looking to make Speedball massive while taking out our opponent's threats and then doubling up his power and giving double strike in order to win the game. This is a deck that can also make Speedball very evasive, making him unblockable with certain instants and sorceries or cards like Bria, which also gives some prowess, which helps with all the things that get buffs or creatures when you cast these different spells, so you can get huge, go wide, and take out your opponents. And because this deck is able to cast lots of spells, there's a little bit of storming going on in here. Not that much, but enough to play Brawl, Stormkiln Artist, and Galithul Galecaller. If you're spitting out spells, that means you're spitting out birds. And with Speedball at the helm of this deck, you are going to be evading all of your opponent's removal. You're going to want to have other creatures, so your opponents will just say, okay, well, I can't kill Speedball because there's another target here, and you just redirect it onto the target. He doesn't have hexproof, but he can dodge most spells, which is amazing, because if they can't kill him, they can't catch him, and you can kill your opponent before they even see it coming. Something to note about this deck is if you want to play it in ranked, it is an easy swap, because you add in Deflecting Swat, and you add in, I don't know, a little bit of Fierce Guardianship, maybe take out a Gold Span Dragon and a Stormkiln Artist or something, and you are good to go, because this deck is it tempo, which performs well in either queue. For this video, I recorded a couple games in the regular queue. It was mostly Marvel Commanders, and then we went into the purely Marvel Commanders queue that they're doing for Midweek Magic, so we got to play against a huge variety of commanders, all from the new set. So let's take Speedball into the queue and see if we can go fast enough to take down our opponents. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur draws a card if you have an artifact entering play, and is also adorable and can become a 6/6 if you draw 2 cards in a turn. It's Simic artifacts or card draw matters, but I have a feeling, like, getting to draw a card, like having an artifact enter, that's so much good value. That's really good. I'm gonna use Prismatic Vista. I'll just get the blue. A Pentad Prism! I will Force Spike that so they don't have as much mana to chain together spells next turn. I've got a choice of a few fun little critters here. I'm gonna go for Kitsa over Balmor. And the reason for this is because I don't feel I have enough tricks for Speedball that I really need to, like, lay in for more damage. So I'm gonna go for Kitsa for card selection, potentially doubling things. I'll swing in with Kitsa. She has prowess, so you should not block. And then I'll play Speedball. And I'll, like, use Kitsa to get rid of this Gemstone Caverns. Oh boy, Gemstone Caverns on the draw, but not in my opening hand. Moon Girl and Devil Dino! And they can still play some cards. Turn this into a 6/6. Their hero's getting nice and chunky. It animates an artifact. Up to one other target artifact becomes a 4/4. Okay. If they wanted to, they could fully crew it, but it doesn't have haste. Chromatic Star. Sorcery, speed, or sorry, not sorcery, just animated, but it can't do anything. Great. I'm gonna do a little cute lootin'. Very cute lootin'. Balmor to Battlebird. Swinging in. Having a vibrant outburst. And I'll have to, you know, actually have to put full control mode on here. Damage, tap. Doesn't really matter because we're going to filter this stuff around. Before it resolves, we're going to be getting a bunch of different buffs. All right, so I want to deal 3 damage to Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. And tap the lab ship. We get the prowess trigger. We get the additional power here. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't have mana to activate Kitsa. But I wanted to make sure I was, like, able to get all that stuff in before they declared blockers. And I can loot again. This is a X-cost damage spell that can target a creature. And it's also, you know, card filtering. Card filtering good. What do you want to be? When you grow up, what do you want to be? Phyrexian Metamorph, you're going to be a synthesizer lab ship again. Isn't that like a 1-mana thing? Now, I'm kind of surprised they didn't make a copy of, like, Planisphere. They might have a plan. Or an Isphere. Or maybe they thought that it would already be stationed. No blocks. Cute loot. Alright on that otter. It's only instant or sorcery on you. But you're full prowess. Gonna drop Iconoclast. Yeah, Balmor giving the trample is so nice. Now, you might want to have some blockers. A 5/5 blocker? I think that could keep you alive. Oh, well, you turned it sideways. Okay, so now they have a 4/4 blocker. It is in the air. One, two, three. Targeting Speedball. And because we're going to get the +1/+0, and that, it's only going to be 5. We get the trample here. So I'll redirect the damage onto... Which one's the clone? The cloned one. Discard Cavern of Souls. They might be a blue deck, but they're not that kind of blue deck. Yeah, it's like, who do I want to save? I'd actually rather save Balmor here. Or not save, but like get the damage through. Neither of them gonna get saved. Speedball lives. If I'd gone for face, they would have had 1 life left. Sacrificing your Chromatic Star. Draw a card. The Vigilance on this is fun, though. Moon Girl and Devil Dino! Let's see if they have another land enter. There's so many new legends. It is wild. It's like, how many repeats have I seen today? None. I hope I draw something fun. Otawara? Otawara? That's not a lightning bolt to the face. I think they should turn the Planisphere into a lab ship. for potential extra damage. Alright, well, we have some potential extra damage here. I'm gonna cast This Town Ain't Big Enough, targeting Speedball and the hero token. Because it only costs 2 if I target Speedball. Very fun interaction for me, not for them. But it's actually going to target the lab ship and the hero token. Going to bounce Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. It's cheating. It certainly feels like cheating, doesn't it? But no, them's the rules. And Magic is a very rules-based game. GG, Moon Girl and Devil Dino. So I hopped into the other queue so we could play against some non-Marvel commanders. And of course, our game is going to be against Raphaelos. I have a way to kill Raphaelos. I have a turn 1 Ragavan. This is going to be a keep. Now, Raphaelos, he taps for a lot of mana, which is why you have to kill him immediately. But my deck has so many cheap burn spells. I actually cut some because I felt I had too many. So killing him, easy. That's all I do. Every day I kill Raphaeloses. See what I can find. A Lurking Predators. Okay. I got the Galithul Gale Caller. They get to play a land. I'm going to play Third Path Iconoclast here. That way I can hold up a temporary piece of removal in case they have, like, some form of haste. Oh, that's just Gwenna. It's just Gwenna, guys. Hopefully I get a land. If I don't, I don't. That's fine. Okay, Jessica's Will. I don't control my commander. I could still use this to make 4 mana. That's not worth it. How about we lash out at Gwenna? See what I can draw. Yeah, lands. Who needs them? Dionis. So this is definitely Raphaelos Elves, which is a less powerful variant of Raphaelos, but it's still fine. I'm going to bounce this. It's still it's like Elves is still strong. Exactly. You want to play an additional land? I'll keep getting my Ragavan value. Oh, well, that's not an elf. That's just a good big boy. You could give haste, couldn't you? Yeah, okay. Sarek, the Hunt Caller. Come on in, friend. You know what? I don't even need Speedball. I do have total power 8 or greater. Hulking Raptor. It's a big boy. All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Five. I'm trying to, like, think if I can kill them this turn. No, we don't go for any haste. Sure, give yourself haste. Everybody in. Depending on what's unblocked, I have some buffing and some double striking. All right. Turns that into, like, 10 damage from this alone, and I think that is lethal. And if I wanted to be spiteful, we could either make it more damage or kill the Hulking Raptor by using Magic Damper on the monkey. Jennifer Walters. That's going to be She-Hulk on the other side. I have a Force Spike, and I'm going to have to try to counter Jennifer, because once she lands, I can't cast spells on their turn. And I want to cast spells on their turn, because I want to counter things and burn things. Even though I'd say I mostly cast spells on my turn with Speedball. Okay, well, that's a little Hobbit. Why didn't you play that on turn 1? Guess I'll go for the Dreadhorde Arcanist instead. And I don't have anything, like, great to recur here. It's just a Magic Damper. I gotta get me a burn spell. I'll swing in with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. See if they block. I would say against a Speedball deck, you very rarely want to be blocking unless you are sure of being able to protect yourself. Okay, well, this time, you're fine. You might not be so lucky next time. Speedball's your draft beloved. I feel like in Limited, the biggest thing is people just miss playing around him because they do not read the card. And even in Brawl, like, I have not actually run into people misplaying against Speedball. And I wonder if that's because, like, there is somebody out there running him that is competent enough that people have seen that player and they know they gotta read the card because it explains the card. This is so many lands. Whee! Damage in. Good old Dreadhorde Arcanist. They're gonna block with the Whittle Hobbit. Hobbit obliterated. You mean reading is for Yu-Gi-Oh? Even Mind Sensor. I've been waiting for this moment. Wow, yeah, the flood is real. This is a very land-light deck. Archon of Emeria. Can only cast one spell a turn. Yeah, that's gonna hurt Speedball. And non-basic center tap. That's gonna hurt just my hand. I wonder if this is my She-Hulk deck, the like prison She-Hulk. Comes in tapped. Yeah, I can't recast a Force Spike. And I can't cast spells on their turn. Yeah, this is part of why you run a bunch of rule of law and silencing effects. Because if they can't cast spells during your turn, and they can only cast one spell a turn, it gets pretty rude. The lands are killing me here! Two more mana until they can flip. Yeah, at one point this deck had 36 lands in it. More prison. Listen, I'll play Speedball again. An aqueous form. Might throw that on him next turn. Or this turn. Except I can't. Because only one a turn. Yeah, it's not like I had anything better to do. Die? With great power comes great redirected damage, because that allows you to, well, redirect damage onto other people's face, right? It's any damage dealt to them. It's not to other creatures, it's just to them. We're gonna change the targets. 3 damage, tap. So now I can cast multiple spells a turn. Because as long as I'm dealing 6 damage there, that's enough. Move that away. In case they had a way to interrupt this. Okay, cool. Now She-Hulk's gone. It doesn't actually matter here. We've already dealt the damage. Gonna grab myself a land, and now maybe I could stop her from coming down again. A Mox Amber. Yeah, Speedball is kind of like a feather deck. I'm back in speed business, baby! Okay, not helpful, but I could cast it on their turn. Yeah, it's like, oh boy, guys, look, I could double cast Mystical Tutor. It shuffles. If I had something with, like, Prowess out, I might do that. Linvala. Activated abilities. I don't have any activated abilities. Speedball sort of has hexproof against spells, but not against abilities. And if there's no other valid targets in play, then they can absolutely just hit with other things. All right, so Mystical Tutor. I'm going to want something that gives, like, some card advantage. Iska's Will, I think, is a really good choice. Get me some mana. Get me 3 cards. Yeah, he's got, like, redirect hexproof. It's funky. Funky like a Kong, baby. Heroic Intervention. Making sure I cannot touch Linvala. Okay, I cannot touch Linvala. I mean, I'd have to kill my own guy if I Flame Slash. It would get me. It's like I can deal more damage if I do it. Redirects proof. Yeah, it's redirects proof. The Dragon's Rage Channeler. Could I cast a slash and counter it? No, because this is strict Serenade. It can't hit instants. Rule of Law! Well, you know what? That makes me very glad I didn't go for the red capstone. Because guess what that would have done? Nothing. Now, with Rule of Law in play, I do have a couple ways to bounce it in my deck. I have to see if I can kill them this turn. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in this cast. So it'd only be 11. So instead, it's going to be like Echo casting again. Oh, right. I meant to target Speedball on that to get the extra 2 damage. My bad. We're going to go for green. If I miss this by 2 damage, you know whose fault it is. You think this is definitely my She-Hulk deck? I mean, it's been a 1-for-1 so far. Oh, chat's gonna take the fault. They're saying it's my fault. Yeah, it's totally chat's fault. All right, so here comes J-Wo. Literally just doing this to get the extra damage set up. 1 extra damage is still worth it. So if I cast this, it's like I'd get the triggers, but we don't want it here. Oh, right. I can't tap you guys for mana. That doesn't matter. I have Unleashed Fury. Let's unleash some Fury. Punch it up. It's still lethal. Oh, that was silly Linvala. Bruce Banner. It's the Hulk. And the Hulk, he might be small on his front side, but he turns into a big scary critter that if he gets dealt damage, especially in combat, is going to be going on a rampage. You will make him angry, and then you will regret it very, very quickly. Oh! This is the first turn 1 stifle on a fetch we've got. Actually, I think it's the first time I've stifled any lands. I'd say yay, but it's more like, ooh, yeah. Oh, no, never mind. They're just gonna stick it out. It's like, yeah, man, I'm playing Speedball. Since I have Jessica's Will in hand, I kind of wanted to just throw down Speedball there. But if I can start building up Vivi, since this is the Vivi that needs to tap, I will. Oh, what's up, Bruce? I'm going to use the Pim particles on Vivi. We be can-trippin'. I'm gonna swing in for 1. He's got the unblockable silly times. And I'll play Brawl. He's Brawl good. I actually haven't lost that many games with this deck. I'm hoping that, like, a Bruce Banner can take me down and it'll look cool in the video. So if you're watching this in the video, maybe this Bruce Banner will take me down. World Weave. Get them some extra mana on casting critters. Go for Speedball. Into Jessica's Will. They have lots of cards in hand.
I am confident this will work.
What a shock. Is Bria. I'm going to give Speedball haste. We get prowess triggers and double prowess triggers. I'll make Speedball unblockable. Yo, it's still you, sweetie. Bruce is like, yup. Priorities being held. Sure is.
I have a plan.
Yeah, I have a plan. Me too, I have a plan. The plan is... make an otter.
Otter to otter? I need some help.
So all of the Hulks have subtype Gamma, and Abomination, too. So, like, She-Hulk, Red Hulk, the Hulk, and Abomination, I think, are all of the Gamma creatures. There's actually a Hulk that cares about Gamma creatures as a type. Weird. Yeah, it's an auto they can't refuse. Turns out otters are utterly good cards. I have so much mana.
I'll just invent a solution.
Because of Vivi. This is untap. Okay. I swing in with everything. Target Speedball. Speedball unblockable. VV untapped.
I can invent this.
Okay, the spells are happening. The prowess is happening. And I think that is lethal without me doing anything else. So let's see if there's like an Aetherize. I have this mana leak. Yeah, I think it's funny though. I switched into the other queue to be like, maybe I'll play against some non-Marvel cards, and like 3 of the 4 decks I played against actually were all just Marvel cards. Bruce Banner, Moon Girl, and She-Hulk. And then there was like 1 Briffellos also.
I have a plan.
Am I up to some shenanigans? Yeah, I'd say so. That should be lethal. Good game. Thank you for sticking it out, Bruce, after the turn 1 stifle on the fetch. Tony Stark going to cheat in some artifacts and equip them if they happen to be equipment. I have a bounce, a sorcery speed one, but a pretty nice one. I got Emberheart Challenger for some cute self-targeting spell synergy. And I could take this Stark and shove them if they play him on this turn. Oh, they're reading the Daily Bugle. Wait, hold up. I gotta read this card. Draw a card, discard a card, create a treasure token. Oh. And it's got a Spider-Man eating pizza. Threat or menace? Of course he's a menace. He's Spider-Man. Machine Smith Automaton. The more artifacts they have, the more it will grow. You got prowess, right? Oh yeah, you got prowess. This card doesn't jump in. The Daily Bugle. Ooh, Vision. I'm sorry. The Vision. I'm sorry, I almost got your name wrong, sir. That was horribly offensive to me. Do I want to go for hasty speedball tricks? I feel like they won't fall for it. Let's see if they fall for mouse tricks. They do not fall for mouse tricks. God, those things are cute. Look at Azada. It is Collector's Vault. It's Collector's Vault, but it's the Daily Bugle newspaper. They saw that mouse coming from a mile away. They probably played in Standard before this entire deck got banned out. So with Division, casting non-creature spells gets you a choice of 3 different things. Double Strike, Indestructible, or Card Draw. You do each of them once a turn. They have drawn, they have discarded a Chart a Course. Yeah, it's weird. You don't usually get money for reading a newspaper. Maybe it's like knowledge. All right, so Vision swings in for 4. Got... Yeah, I'm leading with the shove aside. Because I want to make sure he doesn't flip next turn. Tony's baloney gets blown off. We're swinging in. Yeah, maybe I'm the one who's selling the newspapers. Okay, how much damage do I have? Hold up. a sec. Is it becomes the target? So I could redirect it onto her if I just wanted that. But no, we're gonna unleash Fury. It's lethal. The combat tricks with Speedball are absurd. It's part of why this deck is pretty budget friendly, because most of the tricks, like I am running like rare versions of things just because they can have some extra value. You can build this deck on a budget, and it gets really silly really fast. The astonishing Ant-Man! I also built an Ant-Man deck. It is a combination of scales and card draw, and the more fun way to build it is with scales, and the less fun way, but probably more consistent way to run it, is taking advantage of the fact that you're in blue, less than the green part, to just pack in a bunch of counterspells and hope that your commander can be protected enough. I don't feel like I need to force spike a party dude. I'm genuinely unsure what party dude even does. It can buff a thing based on cards in hand. Okay, great. I read the card. An Arena of Glory. I could go for some extra haste. Always and forever. Let's see. So it's whenever an artifact, like this, put into a graveyard from the battlefield, they would draw a card. Okay. In response, I'll eat the food. Thanks for the treat, you party dude. Mike, you just gave me a delicious treat. I'll play Speedball. Normally, I'd lead with Paradigm Shifter, but I want to get silly with it. This creature can't be blocked. It's got Evolve, so they're definitely leaning more into the scale side, though this has some, like, cards in hand things to it. If they block, I will kill the elusive Krasis. They didn't, so instead, Paradigm Shifter, not going to bother hasting it, to grab Echo Casting Symposium, holding up Force Spike. The astonishing Ant-Man! They do have mana up. They are going to evolve the Krasis. Tippity-tappity. Gonna bring this out as just a red source. Here we go. I will target my Speedball, but then I'm going to move the target over to Paradigm Shifter. This is just to get that plus. Let's see. Get the Improv Capstone. Swing in. They ain't risking it. They got the Krasis, and they're like, I know that there are so many 1-mana spells you could use. It would be devastating here. Ooh, Raboroid. I cannot counter it. And that's actually fine, because I'm planning on bouncing a lot of stuff next turn anyway. We're getting punchy with it. Ooh, we're just rolling them bones. Same as before. We target ourselves in Speedball. Then we target the Paradigm Shifter. It's just to get that +2/+2. I guess this time we can go for Germination Practicum. Hey, you want to put counters on everything? So do I. Let's see, with Bria, I'm going to see if I have a lethal hit here. I think I do. Okay, but I want to use the haste. So Bria Riptide Rogue gives all my creatures prowess. Awesome! I am going to use This Town Ain't Big Enough to target Speedball and Ouroboros. Now this card is so weird because I was able to cast it for 2 mana because I targeted my Speedball. Gonna make Speedball unblockable. We have a crazy stack here. But I'm actually targeting the elusive Krasis and the Ouroboros. So those two go to their hand. I now have an unblockable 7/7. Next, I'm going to Unleash Fury, make Bria unblockable. This is going to get +3/+3 and then have its power doubled. And that's lethal. Mole Man, Moloid Master. I can search for the perfect answer against this Mole Man. Or just, I don't know, some nice removal to use against their various lands and land-generated creatures. Ooh. Ooh, Dreadhorde Arcanist, you say? I don't mind a Dreadhorde Arcanist at all. I will shock in my steam vents, so I'm holding up either Lightning Bolt or Mystical Tutor. Kind of surprised they didn't play anything yet, but Moleman's, you know, he can go on the slow and steady. He certainly does not need to, doesn't need to rush. I already have a good, like, piece for that. I kind of like going for Pim Particles for Dreadhorde Arcanist. Since we have Lightning Bolt and Lightning Bolt. Person starting with Titania. As lands go to their graveyard, they will gain life. I could double bolt this, or I could like bolt their face and crush it. I'll just play Speedball. What's up? Ooh, Nokomans, thank you for the sub. I hope you're ready for us to do some spell slinging against this land man. Oh, they're just playing a Tireless Provisioner. I assume following with a fetch. No Command Beacon. Gets you an extra mana. Yeah. What are you gonna do, huh? Target Speedball? Yeah, you wish. You wish you could target Speedball. I'm gonna use some Pim Particles to make not actually him unblockable. I'm gonna make the Dreadhorde Arcanist unblockable. Then I'm going to use Lightning, real Lightning, on Speedball. But I'm actually going to use it on Tireless Provisioner. I'll swing in with both of these. And I'm going to recast eeny, meeny, miny Pim Particles. Now this is unblockable. Yeah, no, I want it on you. Let's see, that's 9 damage. Do I want any more? Nah, I just want to chill on my steppies. I want to kill her next turn. Kill her just like tap down. The reason that I'd want to kill her is to reduce the amount of life they gain. It's Moleman, Moloid Master. Okay, before that can sacrifice itself, I guess I'll just use Bone Crusher here. I will step on Speedball, but my foot slips and actually I stepped on Moleman. Is there any reason for me to have used this on Speedball? No. But it's more fun. But now how will they meld? How will they meld? Ooh. Why, I ought to start casting some spells here. Use this Polluted Delta, get myself a land. I could either go Bria big damage. Yeah, let's go Bria big damage. So I'm going to play Bria. And we're going to have a really weird stack here because this is just how it works. I will target Speedball. Then I will target Speedball. Then Speedball will redirect this onto Titania. I got these prowess triggers. I'll swing in with both of these. I can actually bring back something that costs slightly more, but we're not. And I'm going to use Chain Lightning over Lightning Bolt. And the reason for that is kind of basic. It's just, if they have another treasure later, I don't want them to be able to use it to reflect it if we do cast it again. And I don't think I had lethal directing this damage at their face, but I might have miscounted. Okay. They're going to sacrifice that to gain the life and put Mole Man in hand. And now they can use this to just replay with Mole Man. Next turn, because we have the prowess on Bria, I can double Vibrant Outburst. That could be fun. What do you want to do? Do you want to gain an extra life? Nope, they want to go for the Command Beacon. Mole Man, mole problems. Oh, yeah. We got Mole Mans, Speed Mans, Otter Mans, Captans, Wolverines. You name it, we got it. All right, Vibrant Outburst. 3 damage to any target. Sure. Tap a creature. But actually... Okay, target a creature I can't control. You can't be blocked. Be very careful about how you are using your various redirects here. 3 damage to their face and still tapping Mole Man. I'm going to bounce a non-land permanent. Except I'm not. Not going to bounce him. I'm going to bounce that. Yeah, we have lethal. Quicksilver, Brash, Blur. Gotta go fast. He actually could come out if he was in your hand at the start of the game. My guess is this person is running this as just an aggro red commander, which makes this hand pretty nice because we can bolt him. Quicksilver, if he was in their opening hand, he's not. He's in the command zone. They would get to cast him for free, or he would just appear on the battlefield. There's the real commander! Looking good, all right. Ooh, there's my real commander. No, not actually. Speedball is very much what this deck is built around, which is part of why it is a semi-fragile deck. It is very good if your opponent is just running, like, single target removal that you can then redirect. But a lot of the decks that are running single target removal aren't playing other things for you to redirect it onto. So, like, you have to have this ready. I will go for Paradigm Shifter here. That's usually going to be my move when I have him in hand. Echo Casting Symposium, because I would love to have 2 of him. I feel like if you could play Speedball and just guarantee you were playing against other creature decks, that would make it a little easier, because it would just be like, hey, yeah, you can't use your removal because I'll just redirect it. If it legally can be redirected. Some removal is not destroy target creature, it's like bounce thing your opponent controls. Echo Casting Symposium, sorry, is a very good card, but without this shifter in play, it's a lot worse. I'll play Speedball. Another mono red. Most red spells are just deal damage to target creature. If you try to bolt Speedball, I will bolt Quicksilver, or your face. Urabrask's Forge. Okay. Gets them a 1/1, then a 2/1, then a 3/1, then a 4/1. I'll use Jessica's Will. They have 3 cards in hand, so I'll get 3 mana for 3 mana. Ooh, Balmor the Battle Birdie? Well, peep, peep. That's a good one right there. I'll use the Last Agni Kai on Speedball, hitting Quicksilver. I don't need to change the targets. That gives me 4 more red mana. We can bring out Hexing Squelcher with it. This mana, by the way, will stick around. I will swing in. And I can just play this, because it goes away at end of turn, and that's 3 more damage and an untap. Yeah, you might be doing mono red aggro, but I'm doing slippery things. Hit monkeys in it for all the different equipment. I would actually like to build a Hit Monkey deck, so if somebody would like to see me brew one, please let me know, because it's a very cool Voltron commander that I'm not actually sure I'll be able to do much against. I find that Hit Monkey, it's going to use some fight spells, or bite spells, because of the death touch. But I can't redirect bite spells because they typically say just redirecting onto a creature your opponent controls. Unless I have a whole bunch of cheap little creatures. Hit Monkey, Reach, Vigilance, Death Touch, Hexproof Haste, can't be countered. Oh, good lord, that's a Raphellos. I would have loved to play Speedball, but you are a mono red deck, and I cannot let you have that much mana. Also, Hit Monkey, according to people in my channel who have told me this, had a TV show on Hulu. Ooh, that tells me they're playing a lot of auras over equipments. I can't... Okay, I can technically invert polarity on this. It is one of those weird things where if I get a heads, I would steal the card. And that is not technically countering it. Ridiculous card. Invert polarity. Banned in Duel Commander for a good reason. What's up, Setessan Champ? Umazawa's Jide. Very good equipment. Yeah, I feel that if they're playing Setessan Champion, they might also have some fight auras. Yeah, Meltstride Resolve. I can't actually do anything about this. I can't redirect. If they had gone for Speedball there, he just would have been dead, because it is not what's actually targeting here. Double strike and double power. If it is willed. Gonna thin my deck. Probably should have actually just not played a land first. I feel like I just gotta... Yeah, I just gotta win off of Jessica's Will. Ooh. Some Fury? Some Dis Town? I have to use this here. So I'm gonna use... This town ain't big enough. So I get the discount. So I can actually target the Jide and the champion. Still have 4 left. If I use these two, I have to just quickly math out how much that is. So it would be 8 to 16. Okay, wait, no, I think that's enough. Okay, so give you double strike. Give you Unleash Fury. It's gonna go to 16 double striking damage. And that is lethal. Very cool. Patriot, Young Avenger. I love that we are digging deep because we're in this other queue. Patriot, Young Avenger is going to give other creatures a little boof in here if he's equipped. This is like a mini Kellen. It's a worse Kellen, the original one that gets whatevers. Here, I have a Battle Bird. Hello. 1 birdie, please. It gives pseudo prowess. And the trample's pretty nice, too. I do have removal technically in hand with Traumatic Critique, but it's not enough to kill SRAM. So I'll just play Speedball and swing in. Somebody said, are we going to play Power Balance? That's not Power Balance. It's Last Agony Kai, which I guess I could have used to kill SRAM, but I want to save it for Speedball. I want to get the extra damage off it so I can bank the mana and use it for, like, bulk up. And causing trauma. My opponent's just scared of banding, yeah. As they should be. Kellen. Hey, look. It's the actual commander. Sometimes in these midweek Magic queues, you will see people who just take whatever their commander is and swap it for the next closest thing. Okay, I can get a lot of damage here. I would like to go... Yeah, to maximize damage, we go Traumatic Critique first. We're gonna deal 0 damage. We're not choosing new targets, because it doesn't actually matter. Drawing and discarding. I will drop the Mana Leak. I'll use the Last Agony Kai next. Don't need to redirect it, just need to get all that mana. Now I have 6 extra mana. I'll use 2 of it to step on Speedball. My foot slips and actually I kick you in the face. And then I'm gonna hit the gym. We're gonna bulk up. And that's lethal. That's a pretty good chain. Nick Fury, Spy Master. I have no idea what this Nick Fury does, so we're gonna read it together. He's 5 mana. He has First Strike. Okay, whenever a creature you control attacks alone, you draw a card. And then you can put a creature card with mana value 3 or less from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking and indestructible. I see, I see. There's a bunch of different Nick Fury cards. Mm-hmm. 2 white mana, Agent Phil Coulson. Oh, I wonder if this is just a mono white heroes deck. Good use of the queue. I want to build Agent Phil Coulson, I think, for standard Brawl. Vivi. Go, you menace you. I'll offer them a trade in these trying times. It's actually mono white Nick Fury. I feel like there's enough mono white heroes to build a deck with, like, Coulson or Captain America or Falcon Captain America as the commander. It's just tough because the ones that are in Jumpstart, a lot of them aren't as good if you want to flesh it out for historic Brawl. Hello, Mr. Coulson. Captain America's shield? Why? It would give you double vigilance. The most vigilance anyone's ever had. All right, I am going to use Storm Chaser's talent to make the number go up. Oh!
Okay.
Hi, Nick.
Brought you a jelly-filled donut.
Oh my gosh, a jelly-filled donut from the Japanese market? That's really nice of you.
And Sasuke soda.
Oh, and a Sasuke soda?
Yeah, I got you the Sasuke soda.
Oh, I'm only really doing Speedballs right now.
It's the only soda with Sasuke on it.
It is the only soda with Sasuke on it.
You can tell from the Sasuke.
I don't think it has caffeine though. And we're trying to take our uppers and our downers together. So I'm gonna just like politely say like, not right now, but
Okay.
thank you.
Well, enjoy the jelly-filled donut.
Oh, I will, absolutely. I had no idea what I was just clicking through things while Nick was talking to me. What flavor of jelly-filled donut is it? Eel. The perfect flavor for jelly-filled donuts. Yeah, I feel like I probably didn't efficiently use my spells and mana. That's okay. Aww. Okay. Fine. Boop. He's still gonna ping you. Captain America, First Avenger, is a hero's... Well, he's a hero. I was thinking the other Captain America. This is the one from the Secret Lair. Secret Lair Cap is an equipment deck. He throws equipment. He throws them right at your face. Or your various other targets, which can add up to so much damage. Because he just puts them back on. He freely equips because his shield always comes back. Memory lapse. I have a bunch of counters and bounces here. It's actually probably pretty good. I feel like they need to land a creature, and if I can stop them from having a creature in play, their deck won't do as much. I'll play Speedball. There are plenty of pieces of removal I can't redirect if there's nobody else in play. Is it Captain time? Oh, Sokka Swordmaster. Makes equipment cost less. Okay. I'll play Vivi. I'm going to swing in. And they are correctly not blocking against the Speedball deck. I am very easily, like, I was bluffing there, but I'm very easily able to take things out. Ooh, dissection tools. That giving the death touch is really good for them. You freely equip. So he can take this. See if he swings on in. Yes, he does. I'm just going to maximize my fixing here, because we are a weird little deck. Captain America, please don't dissect your enemies. That's weird. Oh, flashback. Let's me do it again. But these are not... It's not really what I want here. Even with, like, yeah, Vivi, but I want kind of some of the card advantage-y cards. I'm going to step on Speedball, but my foot slips, and I'm actually stepping on the Space Down card. And I'll swing in with Speedball. I feel like just strict Serenade is probably enough. They're going for Danitha, Benalius Hope, recurs auras and equipments, but is sadly just a bird. Is Vivi just so cute? Vivi is so cute. Oh, okay, yeah, we have very much lethal here. So I'm going to target Speedball. But I'm actually going to redirect this onto Vivi. And then, like, I have all of the mana in the universe and then some. And I'm going to give Speedball Double Strike. Load the damage by the power of prowess. Namor, the Submariner, diving deep by making tons of fish. I might want to throw this hand back just because it doesn't have removal for Namor, even though it has some great cards like Emberheart Challenger. I do have my, like, Stormy Bird. Vivi's fantastic. I'm going to keep this because I think we might be able to go a little faster than them if we get some luck on our side. Namor is all about casting non-creature spells and then buffing your merfolk, because the non-creature spells with blue pips, and they can have all blue pips if it's things like Archmage's Charm. Oh, okay. They turned my island into an island, which actually makes this Arena of Glory come in tapped, which is kind of sad for me. And it means I'm not able to Ember Heart. Yeah, you can make a lot of fish. Galathul Gale Collar. Is it gonna get countered, bounced? Oh, turned into a Flizzard. All right, I'll get Flizzard with that lizard. I will name Human next. And I'm actually going to lead with Paradigm Shifter. Pretty much anytime I have Paradigm Shifter, I would rather play that over Speedball on 3, since you want additional mana to cast spells on Speedball. Yeah, you turned my 2-1 into a 3-3. Here comes Namor. A Triton Shorestalker means that they are able to prepare Brainstorm, but they should wait until, like, you know, blocking. Or not. They don't want it. They're like, you can just come at me, bro. Really? It was so kind. You were so kind to say, come at me, bro. So anyway, I start shifting. With all this mana for instants and sorceries, I'm able to just, like, spill out spells. They're brainstorming. That gets them a fish folk. Namor, what's going on down there in Atlantis? Or Fishtown, wherever you're from. Misty Rainforest. They are a mono blue deck, so they could get Mystic Sanctuary to grab Rapid Hybridization. And I assume they have another card draw spell, so they can draw that and kill whatever I target with the Echo Casting Symposium. No, it's just a big old fish here. Whenever they cast a Merfolk spell, they can tap and untap things. Now, Harmonized Trio would be able to draw this, but not play it, too. Ooh, Mindspring Merfolk. They're gonna untap the Sanctuary. Okay, nice, nice. Use the Trio to get the Brainstorm. Look at how big Namor is getting. It's a paradigm. They are gonna Pongify. I'll grab this as just red. I do not get the copy. And now I'm trying to see if I have a way to potentially get lethal with Speedball, Unleash Fury, and Impolite Entrance. What's up, Force Spike? Yeah, this land is a little awkward for me here. And it's not going to be lethal as it currently is. But they don't know that I don't have another spell. Alright, cool. Yeah, if I had another land, that would have been really helpful. They should be able to kill me here. What with that tapping? Yeah, I could have just risked, like, Capstone and just gone for whatever random card we get. They have stormed with their brains! Yeah, Reejery is helping out. Okay, they know what's on top of the deck. They brainstormed. Oh, wow, okay. Drawing and pumping up the fish folk. That's 10 in the air, so I don't think I can stop this. Yeah, them turning this into an island actually did make a difference because I haven't been able to get that Arena of Glory down. You're the Fish Lord. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's 16. Yeah, cool, we die. Black Widow Daring Operative. Scraps, do you like Scarlett Johansson? Because that's what our opponent is playing. This deck is the big Black Widow, not the little one that does crime. It's the one that is gonna drain me and drain me repeatedly. All they have to do is hit me, and they're gonna do a whole lot of damage. Oh, Scraps, you are so cute. She hopped up during my last match, which was very sweet of her. She just wants treats. Don't be fooled by her. Don't be fooled by how precious and adorable she is. I guess this could be running just a bunch of self-mill cards and creatures. Three mana. And Doombot Harbinger. All right, that is self-mill indeed. Oh, and it can bring back creatures. All right, so they milled a Stitcher's Supplier. Some reanimation. Very funny reanimation. And Doom reigns supreme. Okay. I'll play Speedball. Holla holla get Speedballa. What's up? You want to cast some removal on me? Don't. Solemn Simulacrum. Just a little bit of mono black ramp. Yeah, I feel like this Black Widow is... she's pretty pricey for her ability. She's kind of like a Corvoldish thing. Go for an Impolite Entrance. Targeting myself. I'd like to do some combat research to get even more card draw. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna go full greed here. Speedball! Hit him with the Tamer Battle Rage. It's so much damage. I can't resist. You show me, draw 2 cards, deal... well, not quite 18, because Solemn Simulacrum got in the way. Of course I'm gonna take it. Looking good. They're down to 9 life. If they play an Edict, well, that's too bad for you, Speedball. Caps, do you want to purr into the microphone so everyone can hear you? Instead of looking disdainfully off to the side? She's just mad because this morning, instead of paying attention to her, I was playing Pow World on stream. She's like, I'm more important than all of your pals. She loves eating kibbles one at a time. But it's hard to feed her kibbles when I'm busy feeding pals. Oh, Coma's Faithful. Also mills. This person, I feel like, went Control F, self-mill. I mean, yeah, sure. All right, what do we got? I will step on me to step on you. I love milling 3 cards. I will step on me to step on you. And I could go Vibrant Outburst, but Pim Particles works just fine for that unblockability. And I'll swing in for lethal with a cat butt in my face. GG. We go from Black Widow to Black Widow with Black Widow Super Spy. I think this is probably the best of the Black Widow cards. She steals from you, but she doesn't have to cast a card she's stolen. Kind of like Ragavan, you do have to pay the mana costs. But if you don't choose to cast the spell that you've stolen from her, you can actually just get a +1/+1 counter and keep going. I feel like this is mono black crime, and that's just fine. She has Menace, which is exactly why I kept this hand, so I know I can't block her. I'll just kill her. Yeah, I feel like this card is kind of like mini Gonti. But I think you only get the card until end of turn. Yeah. I wonder if you'd want to build any, like, Voltron stuff with this Black Widow. Like, ways to make her extra evasive, or deal more damage, or give her double strike. We have Fire Shrieker. We have Fire Shrieker in Brawl. Not that many people would run it, but, like, if it's there, it's there. Oh, okay, so what took so long is they were trying to decide what to use for their turn 0 Gemstone Caverns. Gem of a card gets them to 2 mana on turn 1, so they can play Black Widow. Great, I will step on her. I know, it's like normally it'd be the other way around. Don't want another land. Oh, actually, I'll go for the Chain Lightning because I drew this Talisman. Boop. Goodbye, Black Widow, Super Spy. Let me see what they exiled. Malboro. Oh. That's a freaky dude. They discarded their cigarettes. Yes, Gix works really well with this, since they want to hit. I guess I'll just play Speedball. If they use an Edict effect, they can kill it pretty easily, but otherwise I'm pretty good at slipping under removal and redirecting it at them. They hit, they draw. Maybe it'll be land Black Widow. Blink Moth Nexus. Yep, land Black Widow. Monkey, you're kind of like him. Do you want to Pim Particles first? I kind of want to save that. Okay, I will step and redirect. No, I want the Vigilance, I think. Or do I care? No, I don't care. I'm going to save that for next turn. I think I'll play Giuseppe here. My Bone Crusher Giant. Behold! A 3-mana 4/3. So what's cute is if my opponent targets Speedball with removal and I redirect it onto Bone Crusher Giant, if it's like something that can only hit my cards or if there's no other creature in play, it deals 2 damage to them. Because it says whenever it becomes the target of a spell, not whenever somebody casts a spell targeting it. Gas Guzzler, good little mono black aggro card. I see you fixing for a Gixen. They could swing in with the Blink Moth. Okay. So they know that, like, they're not going to be able to hit Speedball there. And if they do target him, I'm going to use it to kill Gix. They just had to pay some extra life. Start with the Pim Particles to see what I can get. Ooh, funky counterspell. Funky monkey. Show me your secrets. A Speed Demon? Okay, well, I can't afford to cast the Speed Demon, but thank you for showing me your Speed Demon. Very cool. Yeah, Ben Stiller, stop drinking that gasoline. Stupid gasoline fight. Kills so many men every year. I still don't know if that was intentional for the design of this card. Speed up. They're drawing. They're drawing. Six mana for a Vein Ripper. Oh, I'm just going to fire off the Invert Polarity. I will use the Treasure here. Dang. I did counter it, which is good, because it's a very difficult to deal with creature. But I would have rather stolen it. I mean, of course I would have rather stolen it. So unfortunately, I did not find another piece here. I was just going with that monkey again. Sheffet Arcfiend. It's a big black critter right there. You're gonna pour out an orange mocha frappuccino in their honor. Thank you. I appreciate you showing such respect for the fallen in the gasoline fights. Why did they make the guy who drinks gasoline look like Ben Stiller? Was that in the art direction, or are they just being weird? Okay, let's, 3 damage, yep. And tap. Except, actually, it's gonna be 3 damage and tap. Go monkey! To close out the game. Didn't even get to steal one last time. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I hope you had a ball with Speedball. As far as uncommon commanders go, this is a pretty good one and a pretty interesting one. And it's also a budget-friendly deck. Many of the rares in this deck can be taken out. I would say you should absolutely keep in like Jessica's Will and Paradigm Shifter. But as far as the rest of them go, like, this deck just wants to run fun combat tricks. So if you have fun, common, and uncommon combat tricks, you should play them. And a lot of the other cards in this deck are just uncommons, giving you good value, like Third Path Iconoclast and Balmor, the Battle Birdie. I like this deck, though, and I will give it a Speedball thumbs up. Playing it in either queue netted me a whole lot of very quick wins, as you saw. I actually cut a lot of very quick wins, because some people will leave when you say kill or counter their commander a couple times, and this deck is very good at it, getting you extra value while you pull it off. So if you're looking for the deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. Also, I will say thank you to everybody who was in Twitch chat for asking for a Speedball deck. I had multiple people asking across different days, hey, are you gonna build Speedball? And I'm like, I don't really know what I'm doing with him. So I brewed it, and it worked. And like this version, I was playing in a midweek Magic, so like the competition was a little less fierce. It had an 83% win rate, so it's clearly doing something right. And that something is it tempo? Is it tempo and a pseudo hexproof on your commander? The fact that this is an unboltable commander, I think it makes a huge difference. They try to bolt it, you bolt their face. They try to shock it, you shock their face. They try to use a kill spell, they have a creature, the kill spell goes on their creature. That's the kind of thing that gives this just a little bit of a step above. And yes, it does die to like removal, but whatever. We have Magic Tamper, and we have some other like ways to protect it by countering things or redirecting spells. I will say though, the number one thing in this deck that is so funny, and I did it multiple times in this video, and it makes me so happy that it worked, is this town ain't big enough. I put this card in because I was searching for things that cared about targeting permanents you control. This came up, and I'm like, well, the card is really good. Does it actually work the way I think it does? It is. It is a 2-mana bounce 2 non-land permanents in Speedball. And that is amazing. At instant speed? Damn. You could even put more cards that are kind of like this town ain't big enough, like runaway togethers. But because those ones are like specific to creatures you control, it's not going to work as well. This town ain't big enough, though, just has a weird discount. It works so well. So yes, I will say, check it out. It's banned in standard, but you can still play it here. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.